Hello, my friend. Amner Hunter here from amnerhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you in another video. Today, I want to check out two cool new free plugins. Well, one of them it's not new, but it's a new free promotion for a limited time. And also, I want to check out three new interesting deals in music production tools. One of them is a brand new release, and I'm gonna be also checking it out, demoing it and stuff, right? As usual, you will find all of the applicable links in the video description and first comment, and of course I will make sure to put timestamps as well in case that you want to move around between the mini segments of the video. Let me show you the plugins we're gonna be checking out today quickly here. Starting with the freebies, we have this new plugin with the partnership of Science of Life and Dawesome Music. This is Soul. Also, another freebie for a limited time until the last day of the year in December the 31st. This is the Insight 2 by Izotope, right? And moving on to the deals, well, it's available here at Plugin Boutique, right? I should mention that. And United Plugins just released the ORBITRON Core. It's like a little brother of the ORBITRON. And this is a modulation, multi-effect modulation plugin, right? Here at the website of United Plugins, you can get it. You can name your price from €3 all the way up to €12, right? So you can choose here 3 and complete the purchase with just that. There are almost 3 days of remaining of this promotion, right? And another deal and another new release is by State Logic. We have this new SpringVerb plugin that currently has a 40% off introductory price until December the 22nd. Only $29 for this cool Spring Reverb plugin by State Logic. And a brand new release, actually yesterday was released the latest version of the smart compressor by Sonible, right? It has an introductory price of $89, 31% off until January the 12th, alright? So before we begin with the content, let me invite you quickly to my website at amnerhunter.com, where you can get some additional free stuff, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks, some extra free tools, collections of guitar impulses and drum sample packs. Don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I'm updating almost on a daily basis with tons of content like this. And also check out my second channel, Amner Hunter Makes Music, a channel dedicated entirely to create original songs and original music from scratch. Hopefully this can inspire you to create your own songs with little to no time a day, 30 to 40 minutes a day. I think we can complete a lot of songs in whatever is left of this year and next year for sure. Alright, let me know if you are here in the live stream. I am always happy and interested to know your opinions about these tools. Ness Force is here. Hello, Ness Force. And Sound Healer is here, and Dave Ian as well. Hello, guys. Glad that you are here. Thanks a lot for checking it out. Alright, and I'll be back to you in a moment. Now let me take you here to my DAW. Let's check out these plugins, right? Okay, starting with the free ones as usual. Sorry. This is the Soul. Very, very cool granular reverb plugin. The main control is here in the center, right? So the more you increase this, the more sun we have, because Soul is in Spanish and in English is sun. So yeah, very cool sort of eclipse that we have here. Okay, and here we have some other controls to shape the sound of the granular reverb sound. It's pretty cool. You will hear that in a moment. It's not your typical like room reverb or plate reverb. It has that granular type synthesis is pretty cool. Here, granular glitter, comes the glitter, shine to the glitter, yeah, to the all the sparkles and granulars, right? The clouds, space, and color as well. So yeah, simple controls. So let me show it to you. I have this Currently, no effect, right? Because it's dark here in the center. So these guitars, let me add a bit of effect. Okay. Very cool texture there. It's never ending. But can we can shape the sound with this? Okay, so no glitter. We start to add that. Calm, shine. Okay, clouds, let's exaggerate this. But we can add the perfect amount with this mix knob, not knob, control. Right? Darker to the left, brighter to the right. And it left a never-ending tail and decay. Well, you can reduce it with the clouds and space, right? The glitter, it's pretty cool. Awesome stuff by Dawesome Music and Science of Life. Alright? Let's continue with another freebie until December 31st. This is the Insight 2 by Izotope. This is an advanced metering plugin by Izotope, right? It allows you to measure several things from your song, several advanced things, if you will. For instance, here, let me play this song. Okay, so we can have measures of the loudness, of course, right? LUFS in short term, also the momentary LUFS, of course. We have the levels as well, the peak, the RMS, right? The true peak as well in left and right channel. And it also has this function where you can combine windows with this, right? Or have them bigger, or combine several windows that you have highlighted between all of the options up here. That the ones that are in green are gonna be in this window, right? So here, for instance, we start with levels. Then I'm sorry, loudness first. Oh, no, levels first, then loudness. Then we have stereo field, sound field, right? Let me make it bigger. Okay, this is the stereo field, how the song is distributed throughout the stereo field from left to right. Okay, and we have also that polarity, polar level, right? Okay, let's make this smaller. And I have the, then we have this, which is the history. And like I said, you can combine windows here, right? So we have here different measures of the song depending on the time mark, the second mark, right? Let's make this smaller, and then let's move to here in this intelligibility section, right? If you have the other plugin by Izotope, that Relay, you can combine these two plugins and will let you know some cool things also about the source, about the audio source, the intelligibility of the vocal, for instance, will measure this, right? But I don't have Relay, so I cannot use this. Also, we have a spectrum analyzer, of course, right? and the spectrogram as well. Here it is, okay? And let's combine different, the intelligibility, let's left it out, history, sound field, levels, and loudness. Everything in one window, right? And we can check out the song here.
Again, you know it happens. Well, it never takes long till they leave her. Stinging
Okay,
from
so
the loneliest touch.
for instance, let me solo the snare here. And let's go to the sound field. Okay, it's in the center, for instance. Okay, kick drum. Okay, all the drum kit. The bass guitar, we can check out if the bass is like bleeding a bit to the sides or if it's in mono. Right now, the bass is completely mono, right? Guitars are spread in the stereo field. Just to give you an example. But the cool thing is that we have everything here, and if we want to highlight one window, we can with this, right?
Well, it never takes long till they leave
Short-term integrated LUFS.
Stinging from the loneliest touch. Will she ever break free?
We have several targets as well of loudness measures and international like standards and stuff like that for loudness.
Well, it never takes long till they leave her. Stinging from the loneliest touch. Will she ever break free or just surrender again? You know.
Alright, that's the Insight 2 by Izotope, available until December 31st. Okay, let's continue with the deals. JMG Sound and United Plugins released ORBITRON Core, a little brother of the ORBITRON modulation plugin. This one has 6 types of modulation here. Sorry. It has chorus, it has tape flanger as well, phaser, comb filtering, filter, and rotary speaker, right? And for the different modulations, we have depth, rate, and width, and also it changes down here these two controls. For instance, here on the tape flanger, it has saturator and doubler. But if we change to filter, for instance, we have resonance and morph. For chorus, we have warm and analog. For rotary speaker, we have ratio and fast, right? So yeah, simple modulation plugin, but you can get it for €3 only. Almost 3 days remaining of this promotion. You can name your price, and the lowest is €3 at the website. It sounds great. Let me show you this guitar track. Okay, let me add some chorus. Here we have the wet and dry and wet, right? So I'm gonna start adding it. Right? Cool. Nice. It opens up the guitar from mono a bit to stereo, right? Mono. Great. With we can have it in mono as well. Check out the flanger. Again. This is the speed of the depth, right? Phaser. Oh no, this is the speed of the rate, sorry. again. Before, after. And we have filtering. Depth is like the mix knob or something. Yeah, no effect. It's the amount of the effect in the original signal. Liquid filter. Right? It's almost like a rotary speaker in a sense. Nice. And we have rotary speaker. Nice. Sounds great. All right. Also, let's check it out quickly here on vocals.
I feel it taking over. I feel
Flanger.
it in my bones. These skills mean everything.
Phaser.
It's necessary, incredible.
Liquid filter.
I feel it taking over. I feel it in my bones. These skills mean
Alrighty, and let's continue with the SpringVerb new plugin by Solid State Logic. This is a 3 type of springs here, and also up to 3 springs you can add to the sound, right? As you can see here in this diagram, 1, 2, and 3, right? Up here we have the reverb values and settings. The time of the reverb, it can be synchronized as well to your project's tempo, tension of the springs, width. We have also the strength. And down here we have some other stuff like pre-delay, synchronize it as well. Yeah, I love to have pre-delays on reverbs. Also we have saturation, right? Level of saturation. Drive to dry. We have damping as well. A general mix control from 0 to 100%. And of course, input and output, right? As simple as that. Sounds pretty cool. Let's check it out on guitars first. Okay, let's try mode 2. Okay, 1 spring. Okay, awesome. Stereo, mono. We can freeze as well the reverb, right? Endless. Alright, let's check it out also on drums. Nice. Let's add some saturation. stronger. Alright, and finally, let's check out the new version of the Smart Compressor by Sonible, Smart Compressor 3. In this new version, we have three main things added in the version 3. There is zero latency now in this compressor, right? Also, they added this group thing where with one instance of the compressor, in one instance of the compressor, you can control other instances that you have in the session. And we're gonna check that out in a moment as well. And what else? We have a matrix here to the left where we can control the amount of compression, the type of compression with the mouse, right? I'm gonna check that out in a moment as well, show you that, of course. We have the usual controls like a Smart Compressor 2, right? Of course, this compressor analyzes the signal. You can select here from a variety of instruments, right? Bass, drums, guitars, keys, synths, speech, and vocals. And also, it can analyze full mixes, different genres, right? Acoustic, country, electronic, funk, hip-hop, metal, pop, R&B, and rock, right? And it analyzes pretty quickly the track, and it will give you a result that you can tweak if you need it, right? You can go ahead and check out the individual parts of the compressor, like the attack, release, the threshold, and stuff like that, right? It has a delta to listen to the effect of the compression itself without the original signal. It has a spectral compressor, right? That we can turn on here. Once that we analyze the track, we're gonna check that out in a moment. It also has clean compression and a bit more aggressive type of compression where it adds some saturation as well. And it has also this input writing that it will calibrate the signal before the compression. It will something like a leveler before the compression, so the signal gets more consistent into the compressor, right? With this input writing that we can turn off and turn on here. So let me analyze these drums. I'm gonna select here, and instead of individual parts of the drum kit, I have a full drum kit. So I'm gonna click here, and I'm gonna turn on the plugin and analyze these drums, right? Okay, so analyzing levels, evaluating transit and sustain, spectral processing, and boom, there you have it. They are compressed. We have meters here to the right, input and output and the compression. It has auto makeup gain. It's here, this A that we have. And we can adjust things, right? Ratio, stuff like that. But we have this matrix to the left, right? This option wasn't available in Smart Compressor 2. Here we can move this around, and for instance here to the drums, from dynamics, snappy to the left here, punchy to the right, and dense if we increase it up, right? So let's play with this. We play between this and this matrix, and we see the things changing here, of course. So no compression and compressed drums. Okay. Before, after. We have clean compression, smooth saturation, right? Aggressive with more saturation here. You can shape this a bit. Custom. We can customize the saturation here, or clean style, right? Spectral compression, We have amount and color here, bright, warm, neutral. You can turn it off here, and the input writing, it's on right now. We have target, amount, and speed. Let's go again. Okay. There it is. So in a matter of just a few seconds, you have everything pretty much there, ready. You can add a group here. You can add all of the vocals or create different groups for different instruments and control everything with one instance of the compressor instead of opening up the mixer and stuff like that. You don't need that. Everything is going to be here in this matrix and with these groups. Let's check that out here on vocals. I have these vocals. Let's analyze it. So for instance, let's choose vocals. They are high. So let's analyze it.
Maybe I should try a little more.
Okay.
You'll not believe in my new disguise.
It's quicker than its predecessor.
Maybe I should
There we have it.
try a little more. You'll not believe in my new disguise. Maybe I should try a little more. You'll not
I think it's more precise as well than its predecessor.
Maybe I should
13.8.
try a little more.
These vocals are very dynamic and they require some heavy compression, especially in the higher peaks.
Maybe
And it's doing that. And you can see everything, right? We can see the original signal, the reduction, how the behavior of the attack and release and stuff like that. We have this matrix.
You'll not believe in my new disguise.
Okay, and one thing that I wanted to show you is, for instance, I have this compressor added in the vocals, right? But I have another compressor here on the synths, for instance, on synthesizers, and I named a group with the synthesizers, right? But I'm gonna be able to have the compression here in the matrix. Let me show you. So I'm gonna add these vocals. I'm gonna create a group that's called vocals. Create. Okay, and now I can add, just dragging and dropping this synthesizer to the left here, right? I close this window, and now I have synths and compression here in one plugin, in one instance of the plugin, right? So I'll go to the synths.
Maybe I should try a little more.
I have the synthesizer compression
You'll not
here.
believe in my new disguise.
Completely different settings, right?
Maybe
And I go back to the vocal settings here.
Maybe
I can turn off each one of them, turn off one of them, or turn them on. And you can have, I believe, up to 6 different groups here that we can drag and drop to the matrix in the left. And we have a lot of control within one plugin alone, right? We don't need to go to the individual instances of the plugin. We can control everything in one window. Very, very cool stuff by Sonible. So there you have it, my friends. Those are the plugins I have for you today. Let me know what you think of them. I am always happy and interested to know your opinions about these tools. Acoustic is here. Hello, Acoustic. And Implodex is here. Thanks for all great plugin tips, Ebner. Thanks a lot for the kind words, my friend, and welcome to the live stream. So before we leave, my friends, remember that I have some free stuff on my website, free PDF guides and ebooks, some extra tools, collections of guitar impulses and drum sample packs. Don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I'm updating almost on a daily basis with tons of content like this. And also check out my second channel, Abner Hunter Makes Music, a channel dedicated entirely to create original songs and original music from scratch. Subscribe for that. The link is also in the video description. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it very much. Take care. I will be seeing